Conservative Media Peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal. Okay, so the first episode of this, Canadian fans are the worst MMA fans in the world, was already an instant classic. It was already awesome. But we needed to do another one. Apparently, some little hi baby Canadian MMA fans on Shirt Dog put up my video and they started talking. And as soon as they started talking, they proved everything that I said about how bad the Canadian MMA fans really are. And what do I mean by that? What did I say about the Canadian fans, MMA fans? The Canadian MMA fans are, number one, total, complete homers. Complete homers. Number two, they're anti-American. Number three, they also have no clue in the world how to rank fighters when any of their fighters are in the mix, i.e. GSP. He's the best in the world, GSP, oh St. Pierre. It's like, dude, I mean, we've already covered a lot of it, right? We've already said GSP doesn't finish fights. We've already said GSP, has a hard time with anyone that can match his strength of wrestling. That Koscheck fight was so close when you really think about it. Yes, it was unanimous decision. Yes, GSP was winning all the rounds. But he wasn't doing it in any seriously devastating fashion. At no time did you really think, oh, Josh is in trouble. And in fact, Josh was stuffing takedowns. And in fact, Josh was out-muscling GSP and out-wrestling GSP. Had Josh not had the broken orbital bone, the busted up eye, who knows how that fight could have won. Now, as we've already said, I give GSP credit. He is the welterweight champion. I say that he's very, very good. But that's not enough for the little GSP fans and Canadian MMA fans. And here's the other thing. I love the way they designate themselves the best MMA fans in the world. Based on what? Based on your long history of champions from Canada? Fail. Based upon your long history of MMA, having developed the sport there? Oh, fail. No, I'm sorry. That was America. Or maybe Japan. Depends on how you want to see it. Okay, that wasn't Canada. Based on, what are we basing it on? Your knowledge of anything? Fail, fail, fail. How about your great MMA coaches or great MMA camps? Or fail, 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 fail. Okay, you guys you're such homers. Let's break it down. Before I have this, we'll get too crazy. Let's be logical about it. I'm using my 174 IQ against you, and you've already lost. Here's the deal. Step one. There's no possible way to call GSP the best pound for pound. Why? Because we have other people that are much better than him that have already gone up in different weight classes and won. GSP has never won in any other weight class. Point number one. Point number two, you can't compare GSP's record even in the UFC to Anderson Silva's. Has Anderson Silva even lost in the UFC? I don't know that he has. How about Fedor? How about a lot of people? How about Machida before he lost to Hua? And I'm sorry, he beat Rampage Jackson. Let's just deal with that, but whatever. I never called Machida the best pound for pound. But I could easily make an argument for him over GSP. Do you understand? He's in the toughest weight class in the UFC. The welterweight is not the most stacked weight class. It's not even, dude, lightweight's looking really stacked. Light heavyweight has always been the toughest weight class. In the middleweight, there's a lot of people there. We don't think about it as being super stacked because Anderson's so dominant, but there's at least as many people there as there is in welterweight. On what basis do you make your claim? You have no basis. GSP won't move up. No, he would be destroyed. I saw one, and here's the thing. I saw one comment on Shirt Dog where they were like, oh, he would beat Anderson Silva or it'd be really close. No, dude. Stop. Full stop. You're done. Over. That just blows up all your credibility. Anderson Silva would do a Forrest Griffin on him. I mean, because you'd have GSP, and he'd just be a snipe, 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 snipe. Did you see the footage? Did you see the exclusive conservative media footage in the open workout with Anderson Silva? If you haven't seen that, I'll probably link to it below. Please look at that. I mean, that's Anderson Silva before he had one of his worst appearances ever against Chael Sonnen, sick and this and that, whatever. And the dude was moving, and he was like, boom, just from anywhere, from crazy off balances, right on the chin. He would get sniped. Okay. First of all, Anderson's too tall, too much range. Way too good at submissions. You can't, and that's the thing. If GSP did it, do you even think for one second that GSP, if he tried his lay and pray on Silva, that he wouldn't get boom instantly submitted? It could be a triangle, it could be an armbar, it could be anything, dude. I mean, do you have any? This is what I'm saying. And then I'll link to this other thing. Someone else put this up. This was great. Basically, a press conference with Cain Velasquez, kind of a Q&A, and Mike Goldberg, and it showed the Canadian fans. And it showed just the goofiness of these Canadian fans. You'll never see a Q&A like that in America. At least I haven't seen it. Okay, so number one, you have no clue what you're talking about. Henderson has gone up 2 weight classes and held belts in 2 different weight classes. Why can't GSP? You've seen Jake Shields go 170, 185 and do great. You've seen BJ Penn 150, 170. I mean, so that's what I want to know. Why is it fair for BJ Penn to go up a weight class that he's really not a 170 pounder and he didn't even train that hard and fight GSP, and that's a legitimate win, but we can't move GSP up to face anybody serious in 185? Well, how is that legitimate? And again, Fedor faces a dude that is, outweighed him by over 160 pounds? 160 pounds, but GSP, he can't go up another 10, 15 pounds. Can't even do a catch weight where it might be +5 or something like that. You guys fail. You fail. Or how about Shogun Rua? Are you really making the argument that GSP's level of competition has been anything close to Shogun Rua's? Oh, Shogun Rua, the guy who faced Rampage, who's faced Machida, who's faced Wanderlei Silva. I mean, really, Chuck Liddell? Really? You fail, dude. You guys are so stupid. But here's the thing. Let's put all that aside. You have no arguments whatsoever logically. You've shown yourself to be idiots. But let's put all that aside. Because here's the next step in the whole logic of these Canadian fans. And this is why, I'm saying they're the worst fans in MMA. Because then they go to the thing of, you're just a hater. You Americans can't stand it. You hate on GSP. That's right. I forgot about that, because it was the Canadians that started UFC, and it was the Canadians that made GSP a big star, and it was the Canadians that paid him a bunch of money and made him a worldwide celebrity. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Americans. That was the Fertittas and Dana White in the UFC that made him a star, that paid him big money, that put him on TV. This is an American sport that's now gone global and everything like that, and of course, roots in Japan and all that type of stuff. But we got our own UFC. MMA is American and all that type of stuff. But it's like, you guys you're just such a facial. Show me where you've done that for any big American athlete, this and that, whatever. And again, don't say NHL, because NHL's American too. We're smaller countries. Fine. Oh, you're a smaller country. You're 33 million people. That's cool. Why don't you compare? So that's about the size of California. Why don't you compare all the champions and all the MMA fans and all the MMA schools and clubs and this and that, whatever, dojos in Canada versus California? Oh, you're facial there, dude. I'm sorry. The Cesar Gracie, all the different Gracie schools, aka Huntington Beach Bad Boys down there, Team Punishment, Lions Den. I can go on, dude. Are you really? Really? No. How about okay, well, that's not fair, John. California's got money and this. Okay, fine. How about Iowa? How about we do that? Can we do Iowa? Oh, you fail there too again. How about Denver? Oh, you fail there too. How about Greg Jackson stuff over, you know, in New Mexico? Oh, that's a fail. How about America's top team over there in Florida? Fail again, dude. You guys have nothing. Nothing. You're just so full of fail. It's not even funny. Oh, well, we're so much more sophisticated and you stupid idiot Americans and you're so ignorant. You're just a bunch of rednecks. Look at, okay, first of all, none of you guys can match my IQ or my credentials or my education, whatever. But let's put all that aside. Forget, okay, yeah, you know, you're right. That's right. Every Canadian MMA fan has a Nobel Prize. I forgot about that. And there's no, let's say, rural places that might be a little more, let's say, in the boonies in Canada, right? You don't have provinces like Manitoba or Saskatchewan or Calgary or the Yukon or anything. Everywhere in Canada is just like Montreal and Toronto, right? Boom, facial. I mean, are you serious? Dude, you have money that's called the loonie, okay? I mean, come on. You're so facial. And look, don't get me wrong, I love Canada, and I love the Canadian women, and I love the Canadian people, and Toronto is an incredible city, and so is Montreal, and I've never been to Vancouver, but I'd like to go there, and the whole situation. But I mean, you guys are so deep in your, number one, your American hate, and number two, you know, you're just super duper ridiculously homerism fandom of GSP and all the Canadian fighters. I mean, and you're trying to turn this into USA versus Canada. No, you didn't, dude. By being such rude, poor sports to Josh Koscheck and being such just idiot fans. Everyone saw it. It was, I mean, we've had fans all around the world commenting on this. Australian MMA fans, UK MMA fans, I mean, South America. We've had all kinds of people comment on it. You guys are just clowning yourself. And you did kind of the same thing during the Winter Olympics, okay? Everybody noticed that. And so, oh, okay, first go back. Oh, shut up, dude. I mean, just, how about you just be good fans and you just do your stuff? How about you leave your boring American hate alone, all that. That's all I'm saying, dude. Hey, anyway, this is John D. Villarreal, and I am the MMA expert, and I have expert predictions, and I've actually interviewed some of the top MMA dudes. You haven't, dude. You don't know anything. I'm the 4-time national champion. You know what I'm saying. This is the Conservative Media MMA Report. Speak on it below, little Canadian fans. Blah, blah, blah. Boom. Comments below, subscribe above. America wins again, #1. I'm JDV, and I'll see you next time for Conservative Media.